Here we go. All right, welcome to another episode of Coffee and Compressed Air. We finally made it to a coffee shop for Coffee and Compressed Air. So thank you for joining on this little adventure with us. So I'm here with Mirko today, and Mirko, I will let you do a quick intro. We did have you on before, but we're going to change it up a little bit this time.
Of course, yeah. Hi everyone, my name is Mirko. I'm the president of KSI Technologies North America, and I'm very excited to be here in the coffee shop with Danny.
Perfect. So before we hop in, I want to say, well, thank you for coming.
Sure.
And then on your WhatsApp, there's the little emojis. And it's a runner, a biker, and a swimmer.
That's right.
I'm assuming you do or have done triathlons?
You're assuming right.
Okay.
I have done and I'm planning to do.
Okay.
I'm trying to fit that in with, work schedule and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do triathlons and it's like endurance sports in general. So running and then triathlons. Swimming part is also part of that, unfortunately. So
yeah. So where have you done one?
Europe, basically.
Okay.
It's where I did most of the triathlons in Germany and Austria. But this year I'm going to do California and North Carolina.
Okay. When are those? This year? Next year?
This year, one is in August, one is in October.
Okay.
So
you're actively training?
I am actively training, yes.
Okay.
I am actively training.
Okay. It was a little cold here. It's just starting to warm up. Where do you swim at?
In the pool. In North Carolina.
You're in North Carolina, so it's a little bit warmer than
problem,
Chicago.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it's too hot most days.
Okay.
So running is reserved for the early mornings.
Okay.
And that's about that. But yeah, I'm currently training for that. So it's in California, Northern California. Yeah.
Wow.
It's great.
Interesting.
Yeah, excited for that.
And 2 in a row. What's the most you've done in like 1 year?
What, running?
Yeah.
What's that in miles?
Okay, you don't have to say miles.
2,000 miles. 2,000 miles of running.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah. So it adds up.
Yeah.
Just consistency.
Yes. Wow. That's so much fun. So, well, how did you get started with that? Like, what made you want to? Like, did you do that in university or?
In university. In my last year of university, I studied in Finland, actually. There's an Erasmus program in Europe where you can do exchange programs in other European cities. And randomly one night, have a couple of beers, and you sign up for a half marathon. That's how you get into it. And then, next morning you realize what you've done and you just, deal with it.
And you
start training.
Okay.
And then I never stopped. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's kind of a perfect segue into your university.
Right.
So you train, or not trained, now I'm in training. It's kind of training.
It's kind of training, yeah.
Kind of training. So just, can you touch quick on what you went to university for?
Yeah, I went to Technical University in Germany, and I did a program that was a combined program, mechanical engineering and business administration. So that, touches most bases of what I do now, and it helps me a lot in my daily job now, actually. So
I can imagine. Yeah, that's a pretty good setup for
sure.
what you do now.
Yeah.
So if we step back one step, you went to school knowing what you were going to be doing.
I grew up in the business, so I was never pressured into doing that, but it was always a thought in my mind, and it was always, I was always interested in engineering. I was interested in how things work. Always wanted to find out how, you see a car moving and you wonder what makes it move and whatever. So I was always interested in that, and then I, figured that out during the last parts of high school, and I tried to get into that program, the specific program in university that I wanted to do, and I managed to do that, and I was very happy to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, focused on process engineering, was very interested in thermodynamics and all of that. So, yeah. That's how I got started.
I cannot relate with that. I cannot relate with that at all. So you kind of had this idea, maybe it was a backup plan for a little bit, but you ended up doing all of that, graduating, and eventually here in the US.
Yeah, that's right.
I want to know, I've always lived here.
Yes.
Where I am. So like, I can't even wrap my head around moving to a completely different country.
Yeah.
And just all the feelings.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Always, like my whole life I wanted to, see other places. So I started traveling to Asia and to North America when I was very young, and after high school actually ended up with an internship in Asia, in China, in Shanghai, which I did after, at 18 years old on my own on a different continent. So I always had that drive to go abroad and see other countries, see other cultures and everything. And when that opportunity, with KSI expanding to North America arose, then I jumped right on and was in for it, and made the move and never looked back.
Okay, so I have another question now that you mentioned this.
Okay.
I work globally, I've traveled, but the language barriers.
Yeah.
You lived in China, so did you?
For a couple of months, yeah. So
how was that on the language? Like not even just the culture side, just the language.
Actually, what I did there as a job, it was not a big hurdle because you were anyway working with people from other Asian countries, and then you communicate in English. So that was not a big problem. My direct boss at that company also was German, so we could speak in German, so that was good. But going outside, like nobody spoke English, right?
Yeah.
So what I did was like I had little post-its, sticky notes, and I would have somebody write, in English what it is, restaurant, like Bao restaurant, for example, and then have it written in Mandarin, so I could show that just to the cab drivers and
just flip through your
sticky notes. Where do we want to go? Home, and this is the address in Chinese, and then you show that to them. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So
and how long was that?
That was just a couple of months. I think like 2 or 3 months. So it was just a quick stay there, but got me hooked for more. So
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. That's so cool. I love that.
It was a very interesting time, very interesting culture, very interesting country for sure.
Yeah, I always have to remind myself that we are English speaking, so spoiled almost, because all other countries, most of them have an English menu or something, or there are people especially in businesses who know English. So just not having English as a first language, I am always so impressed that people learn it to go into business and it's not their first language. So
it's a change for sure, especially if you move here to the States. I always used English in work a lot, in my job, but now to have to use 24/7 basically, for everything. It's at the beginning it was a little bit not difficult, but it you felt more tired at the end of the day because just you have to translate
just all the
everything.
translating.
But now 1.5 years in, it's okay.
So when did you learn English?
Actually, in Germany, you start pretty early. So I think it was 2nd grade in primary school. So that's when you started. And then I was lucky that my high school offered a bilingual program. So they taught us history and political science and geography in English. So we had a lot of English classes during the year, during the week. So that helped a lot, definitely.
Yeah. So my next question is, what do you miss most about being in Germany, besides your family?
My friends,
of course. Okay. Family and friends. Those are
for sure.
given.
For sure. Family and friends, I would say. The food, I have to say, I'm not a big fan of, so I don't miss that.
Really?
I like the variety here, and in the US, you have everything: Asian, Mexican, great South American places. So that's not something that I would miss. Definitely the proximity to other cultures, I would say. There's also a big variety in the US for sure, between north, south, east, west, etc. But from where I'm from in Germany, I drive half an hour and I'm in the Netherlands, and houses look different. They have different food, they have a different language. I drive another 2 hours. I'm in Belgium, French part of Belgium. I'm in I can go to France in 4 hours. So that's a variety. That's what I miss, I would say.
Yeah.
That's pretty convenient, and you don't know until you don't have it anymore, right?
Yeah.
Now you drive, 15 hours and still everybody
still
speaks the same language, and it's basically the same food. So.
It really is. It really is. Oh my gosh. So I want to just kind of no good transition. We're just gonna hop.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna
Because
make it
I
fast.
have questions. Like I looked at a couple different things that you had on your page, and I had to confirm you're doing a lot of things outside of KSI. And I'm like, these all still on your LinkedIn say present. Like, did you just not update it? But you're doing like
I'm still like, so we have the Cake Group, right?
Okay, so we'll touch on that.
We'll touch on that first. So the Cake Group is my family's company group, basically. So this is the companies that are part of our portfolio, and it's very widespread. So we have, of course, the KSI, the compressed air treatment part of the business. Then we have a second big part, which is the steel industry. So we make machines, special machines for producing steel, making steel products.
Okay.
And then we have the third part, which is the chemical business. So we do a very special machine for the chemical industry. So those are the three main areas that we do business in. And I started working, actually my first job in our group was within the chemical industry. I went to Ohio and set up as a project manager a plant for laundry skin pastels. So for no advertisement, but like Unstoppables or something, like you put in the laundry and then it smells better, whatever. So we make the machine to produce that. And that was my first job. So I moved after graduating. I spent some time in that business, then moved on to the steel business and managed projects with steel manufacturers and big corporates. And I still am involved in most of the big decisions within that company. So I still jump on calls from now and then, and are in contact with our managers that manage the day-to-day. And of course, I'm updated every week on the progress on the different projects.
Okay.
But I spend most of my time within KSI for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah, there's still everything is accurate, and we also opened last year the Kaiser USA branch. So I still also operate the Kaiser USA account and do some sales for them, and jump on calls or go see clients when needed, and coordinate all that. So different things within that branch.
That's a lot to manage. And
Yeah.
the Cake Group, is that mostly in Germany? Yeah.
It's in Germany, but we have with KSI we are also global, so we have several subsidiaries in Europe, in the Netherlands, UK, Czech Republic, and North America, Canada, and the US. That's what I focus on. And then we are active in India. And with Kaiser, actually, we have also an Indian subsidiary and a US subsidiary. So it's kind of the same markets. Yeah. But it's those three continents: Europe, Asia, and North America.
Wow. Yeah, I had no idea. It just kind of sort of glosses over it on LinkedIn, and I'm like, what is this?
It's a lot of fun, but it's not at the first sight. It's not connected.
Right.
It just continually developed, right? So basically, it's a family business. So my father built that business, and things happen. Opportunities open up. Business partners, friends. That's just how those opportunities come up, and then you take them or you don't. And my father took a lot of opportunities, and that's how that grew to what it is today.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
So, sidebar: do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have a brother.
You have a brother?
A younger brother.
Younger brother. How younger?
He is 28 years old, so he's 3 years younger than me.
3 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we could do quick math.
Yeah.
I know how old you are.
I'm not gonna say it. But
that's a lot.
No, but he's also in the business. He's he's based in Germany, and he's taking care of everything at the home base, basically. Right? A lot in development, production, supply chain, all that. So we have each of us has their own sphere of interest, and and we complement each other greatly.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
That's really cool. So, like, how often are you guys interacting work-wise? Like, not sibling?
On a daily basis,
Really?
almost
Okay.
on a daily basis, I would say at least 3 times a week. Yeah,
Okay.
at least.
Wow.
For sure. Yeah.
Very. That's so cool. I
It
love
is.
that.
It is very cool. It's a privilege to work with your, family.
Mhm.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So, with you being here and the rest of your family being there, like, what does your normal week look like? It sounds like you're communicating with them
Yeah.
often, at least for work.
Yes. Yes. Also, I try to call them on occasion, for non-work-related purposes.
Yeah. I'm sure your mom
and-
appreciates that.
Yeah, my mom.
Being a mom
appreciates it a
now,
lot.
I would
I actually called her
appreciate
before coming in here, so
I love that.
I do try to call my parents regularly. But yeah, I mean, when you run a family business together, it's you have a private call, and then you deviate a little bit, and you're talking
Yeah.
about a project or whatever.
Mhm.
So it kind of like it's a mixture, but we love it like that. So it's
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
So, when do you go home? Like, do you big holidays? Like, is there something that you always go back for, or you're working on it? It's too soon.
I'm working on it. I'm working on getting home more often.
Yeah.
Last year was 1 week that I spent in Germany. So
Oh, that's it.
That's
the whole
it.
year.
yeah, the whole year.
Okay.
This year I've already been there for 1 week because my girlfriend's best friend decided to get married, so we
Okay.
had to go over.
People deciding to get
Stupid.
married.
Damn. No, but this year it's gonna be more often because my grandparents have big birthdays, and we're going there.
Okay.
for that.
Yes, you have to be there for that.
Yes.
So, no excuses.
No excuses.
No excuses. You
No.
have to do that.
No.
I'm just checking we're on time. We're doing awesome, by the way.
Great.
At least from a timing perspective.
Yeah. We have that in check.
we
We have
do,
that in check.
Yes. So, I'll ask another question that we'll see how it goes. Germany versus America.
Mm-hmm.
It
big
could be
one.
anything related, like
Yeah.
anything like not related to compressor specifically. Maybe it is. I don't know. What is something that America does better and vice versa in your time here?
So, business related, not compressed air related. I would say America's more can-do atmosphere. Everybody just starts on their idea and just does
See
it
what happens.
and see what happens and deals with everything that comes up later. And in
Yeah.
Germany, it's a lot. You overthink everything. There's also a lot more paperwork, and it's just more boundaries, and it's just in the US it's more that entrepreneurial spirit, and you get started, and then once you reach so many employees, you deal with things, and you deal with them as they come. I love that. So it's great.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty much how it seems when I talk to most entrepreneurs, because we have a lot of friends who own
Right.
companies, and I'm like, how did you not know everything before you started? They're like,
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah,
I mean, really,
you can't know everything
can't.
out there.
I
and-
know.
Yeah, I should probably not say that on air, but my approach is like, if somebody, if it's not allowed or something, somebody will tell me.
Yeah, no,
So-
I also probably should say. And I'm like, well, we'll see what happens. And, sometimes you might get a fine.
Well, then you
Um,
deal with it,
yeah.
It's, next time you don't, it.
Yeah, now you know.
Yeah.
You definitely learn. And I learn the hard way most times. Brad is here laughing behind the screen.
Yeah, you're right.
No,
You can
like,
confirm.
He can confirm. I learned the hard way. And I'm like, oh, that's fine. Okay.
Okay, didn't know that.
Next year,
Right.
we're not doing that again. I'm sure it'll be something else, but we'll deal
Right.
with that when it comes
Yeah,
and keep going.
One step at a time.
Yeah, I love it. I love that so much. And then the vice versa, something in Germany, maybe that America could benefit, like just even if it's a mindset or something.
That's a good question. I had something. We can cut that out, right?
You're stuck here.
I'm stuck here.
You're stuck here.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I like this because it's like, no, it's random question that we didn't really
Right,
do.
because
So
I
it's-
have not been in Germany. I've now lived here for 1.5 years, and
Yeah.
before that, like I spent most of my time here, going back and forth. But
Oh,
I was
really?
always involved more with North America, Canada, and the US, right? So
Okay.
we started KSI Canada in 2022, and from
Okay.
that point onwards, basically a month in North America, a month back at home, and then
Okay.
going back and forth. So I've always when I was in Germany, I worked for North America. So I've not dealt with the German
Okay.
mindset so much.
Okay.
But I mean, definitely in Germany, you plan a lot. You have a pretty precise and pretty detailed plan, and I think that helps you guide along the way. You start out setting up a company, and you have a product and you go out to market, and that's what we did here. And then in the beginning you have a lot of time because there's not a lot of customers. And if you do your job right, then it's growing a lot.
Yeah.
So you just it's a lot thrown at you,
Yeah.
and that plan helps you kind of like keeps you on the red line and keeps you moving towards your goal, and not just get stuck somehow in the day-to-day dealing with things, firefighting.
Yeah.
I don't know, like what
Yeah.
a small company just inevitably produces, right? So I think that planning aspect is something that is very good in Germany,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
combination is a good one.
Yeah. I've only been there once
Mm-hmm.
for very short, like 2, maybe 3 days.
Okay.
I noticed one thing, other than the language, other than
Yeah.
anything else. Is it called the Autobahn? Oh my gosh! I got in, and we got in an Uber,
Yeah.
and I was holding on
To
for
your
my
life.
life.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready.
The Autobahn is.
Like,
I don't know what's
I-
that. It's honestly, like we can say that. Like it's the Autobahn for Germans is what the guns are for the Americans. It's
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
make a lot of sense to me, but don't try to take it away from the Germans. Right? Like it's the only country that has a speed limit.
yeah,
God knows well. Politicians know
Yeah.
why, but
yeah,
but it's it's just a thing that we have
no,
over there.
yeah, no. I think that was a good analogy. I mean, even here, we were looking for, like, Brad and I were scoping out a place to sit,
Yeah, right.
and I'm like, oh, these 2 chairs look perfect. It's a nice setup, and then
Yeah, yeah.
behind is just a wall of guns, and
Yeah.
and I'm like, maybe not the best spot to sit. So
Well,
here we are sitting now.
maybe paints a different picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So I think that's it. Other than the last one, we can wrap up and
Cool.
just say you're running lots of things. I know you're so in it now in a lot of the things, but if you can just envision something a couple years, which I know is so hard when people ask. Like when they
Yeah.
ask me, I'm like, I don't know.
I don't even know what.
Yeah, I know that's my normal answer.
Yeah.
But where would you like to see, or like how you would like your work? Would you still like to be doing the exact same thing, or maybe something a little bigger?
Yeah, I mean, I see KSI definitely with even more growth potential. I think we're on a great path here in North America. We have some great news lined up for later in this year.
Okay.
Some big things to come. But yeah, I see also different geographical areas for KSI still pretty as a white spot. So we
Okay.
want to move into that, and we are currently working on strategies to do that and to do that responsibly. But yeah, we're definitely planning to make a global brand out of KSI. So that's what's to come in 5 years time.
Awesome. Yeah.
We'll still be in the US, of course.
Yeah.
We'll still be in Canada, but we're also going to be in a couple of different other places. Yep.
Awesome. I love it. Well, congratulations on everything. That was fun. I think I like this setup. We're going to have to, whoever's in line next, we're going to have to keep this going, because
That's
I
great, yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope anybody listening still enjoyed it as well. And we'll go ahead and close it out. If you have any questions for Mirko or anything we talked about, you guys know how to reach us on LinkedIn and follow him on LinkedIn as well. so he can be a little bit more active and post what the different things are that you're doing. Now I'm calling you out.
Okay, I will try. I know I've been sluggish on that, but just very busy on arranging that the things happen.
Of course, yes. No, I totally get it. Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.